Today we're going to talk about Sui because it's a project that has been a bit under the radar for the last few months. It launched around 1 year ago, but now a lot of people are starting to talk about it again, and a lot of people think that, this ecosystem is going to have a very bright future, and people are already naming it as the next Solana. So we're going to do a bit of a review, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts by the end of the video. So make sure to stick around, and obviously don't forget to subscribe, follow me on X, get on my free Telegram, all the good stuff is down in the description. Okay, so Sui, it's a layer 1 blockchain. It's a proof of stake project, so proof of work, you mine it, proof of stake, printing out of thin air, pretty much like Solana is, and a lot of people are naming it the next Solana because it's a layer 1 that is also built for smart contracts and a decentralized application ecosystem, DeFi even. We're seeing a variety of different projects. We're also starting to see memes, so I'm also gonna touch that. And also at lightning speed and very cheap costs of transaction, which is even increasing the speed of transaction of Solana. I think that this is 3 to 4 times faster than Solana in this very moment. So on the card is actually looking very promising, and it also has some of the good things that Solana has, because obviously this is a VC project. Solana has always been a VC project. Sui is also a VC project that has a lot of angel investing and a lot of big institutions. So if you're looking for something that the smart money is actually gonna pump, then Sui should definitely be under the conversation. Just go on cryptorank.io and you're gonna be able to find out who the investors are. There's Coinbase Ventures, there's also FTX Ventures back in the day, RIP, and also just look how much money they actually raised, like millions and millions, like for real. This is one of the top VC projects for kind of investing for all the rounds that we've seen in recent times. So this is definitely, 385 million raised in total. Pretty huge. I was also wondering about how the vesting schedule looks like, because especially for a project that is so centralized, you can see that this project is very centralized. There's a lot of money that is allocated to the smart money, to the investors and all these people that have participated into the funding rounds. But at the end of the day, this doesn't really matter much, because the people that had to dump, they dumped already, and the people that are gonna get, the institution, the angel investors, whatever, however you want to put it, they are gonna get the tokens. They're actually gonna get this at a very slow schedule. So you can see here that the circulating supply at the time of me shooting this video is 27%, and let's say that we have a crazy blow top at Q1 next year, then look at this. Let's say that I wanna buy now to sell in March. Look at this. We're gonna go from 26% of circulating supply to 31%. So this is not something that worries me in any sort of way. It's a very negligible increase into the token amount in circulation. So it's only 20% dilution. It's absolutely nothing, especially considering that during a bull market, nobody really cares about the vesting schedule. It only makes people think about it when we have very bearish times. So for anything that we've seen between April to now, the last 6 months really, people were very focused about vesting schedule of projects, etc. But people are really not gonna care as soon as the bull market in full swing hits with a proper altcoin season. Comes without saying that a team that has received almost 1/3 of $1 billion in funding is fully doxed, and people that are like top class in the industry, they all got their LinkedIn profile. So obviously you're free to have a look if you want to. I don't think that it's even needed at this point. This ecosystem is really growing. There's actually a lot that I could talk about here. They even introduced a handheld gaming device, Suplay OX0X1, and apparently it's sold out in terms of pre-orders. I haven't really looked into this, to be completely honest, but a lot of people are thinking that Sui is really going to be a big ecosystem when it comes to gaming. And also from what I was able to see, is going to be integrated both with Steam and Epic Games Store. So it really bridges the gap between the Web 2 and Web 3 space, because usually Web 3 games are usually crap, and they're only for nerds that hold some crypto, not for real gamers. But this actually seems like a platform, a media, a gaming device that actually people that are gamers will play, and not just people that hold some crypto and are looking to just make some money with a Ponzi scheme. So this is definitely something that I haven't seen Any other crypto do? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that I've seen any other layer one big project to promote a handheld device. I've seen projects build mobile phones, but it's like Solana or Ton, but I haven't really seen gaming devices. So yeah, that's something if you're interested in today, if you think that gaming crypto is going to be big. That could actually be a catalyst event that makes gaming crypto skyrocket. As I've always said, all of this industry really need a catalyst event. So for AI is obviously going to be Nvidia. For gaming, it could be something like Off the Grid. It could be streamers streaming Web3 games. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but it could even be something led by Sui. So who knows? Talking about plays into the Sui ecosystem, there's a lot into a lot of different niches. So for instance, I found FlowX Finance, which is a DEX and a DeFi platform. This could actually be a very smart investor for all of you guys that want to gamble a little bit. It's actually rising a lot in terms of price and volume right now that Sui is starting to take traction. The chart looks very inorganic with a lot of like pumps and dumps here and there, but it's only 2 million market cap, so it will be quite outrageous if something like this didn't pull anywhere between a 10 to 20x minimum from now into the altcoin season. Then there's also Navi, which is a DeFi platform which operates in terms of lending and borrowing. Not a niche that I'm so interested in, but if you guys are interested, make sure to check it out. And last but not least, when it comes to this ecosystem, there's Memecoins that are starting to actually be created. I'm gonna make another separate videos when it comes to Sui Memecoins. I think that we might see a phase that is gonna be very hot, especially for the early adopters, like pretty much we've seen in Base, then we've seen in Ton, then we've seen in Tron. I still think that Tron has got still a competitive edge right now, especially because there's trading platforms like BullX, which are really promoting what Tron meme coin trading is, which I would definitely recommend to check it out. I have videos on Tron meme coin tradings and how to use BullX to trade them. But I'm also aware that now Sui could be taking the lead and actually be the next meme coin chain to actually build meme coins. What I'm seeing right now, as I said, I'm gonna make out separate videos about this in the next few days, probably next week at this point. And Sui means water in Japanese, so expect a lot of meme coins that are water related. Obviously, meme coins that are already successful in other chains are gonna be recreated here, perhaps with a little bit of a twist. That's pretty much what we're seeing in any sort of meme coin chain, but anything that is water related is probably going to be having some kind of competitive edge out of anything else that is sort of original and created on this chain. The website that you can use is Turbos Finance. So the website is app.turbos with the s.finance. So that's pretty much it. That is where you can trade them right now. I'm gonna make a video tutorial on how to do this, and hopefully some trading platform is gonna support them. Hopefully BullX, who knows, is gonna support Sui trading very soon, especially if meme coin trading on Sui becomes a thing. So expect more videos in terms of follow-ups, given that I focus so much on meme coins on this channel. Now let's talk about the Sui token itself and how I see that. So if you see the chart, it pretty much, was dumping at the start, then it had its rally around March when pretty much every single coin on earth was pumping. Then it corrected, especially heavily around the 5th of August when we seen the Black Monday and everything was dumping so damn much. And right now it's actually having a big resurgence in price, and we pumped 20% in the last week, which is pretty impressive. So right now we are at this heavy resistance level, I would call it around the $1. So we are 2.6 billion in market cap, which is pretty interesting because it puts it in a very interesting spot. So for instance, you can see that this is almost little more than half of the market cap of something like Kaspa. Although Kaspa doesn't have tier 1 exchanges, this already is on Binance and Coinbase and Kraken. So it's already on all of the top 3 tier 1 exchanges. So you can see both advantages and drawbacks, because on one end, there's not going to be any big catalyst event or, oh, it's going to list on tier 1 exchange, because it's already on all the tier 1 exchanges. But on the other hand, unlike Kaspa, this is a very big VC play. Some people love VC plays, some people hate VC plays. And although this is very centralized, it's also a positive in my eyes, because there's a lot of pumping potential. Despite what 99% of people on crypto YouTube are going to tell you, VC projects are bad, you want something that is fair launch. Nobody gives a fuck at the end of the day. The only thing that people care about is the dilution of the token. The dilution of the token is pretty much non-existent. We're going to go from 27% circulation to 30% in 6 months. So nobody cares about the dilution, and there's not going to be big institutions that are going to dump on you, because obviously they're not going to get new tokens. If they were to dump, they did it already along this phase to take the profits out of the initial investments that I made. I can easily tell you that the fact that big VCs are investing into this, even Kevin O'Leary is an investor into this. He's one of the guys in Shark Tank. I'm sure that most of you are going to be familiar with him. So I can tell you that these VCs, these big firms, these big institutions are going to make the price of Sui skyrocket. So where do I see it in terms of price prediction? I think that 10x is a no-brainer and a very bearish scenario. And I think that 15 to 20x should be expected. So somewhere between a $15 to $20 Sui could be possible in this bull cycle. And if you want to be a moon boyish, perhaps even $25 or even up to $30. I don't think it's possible to do anything more than a 30x from here. But think about it, if this is really the Solana of this cycle, I think that, you know, it's a very good play right now in terms of risk to reward ratio, because it's definitely going to reward you. And I don't think it's got that much of a risk at this moment, because obviously the big institutions dumped already, they took their profits already, and we've already seen the big crash on August 5th, and we've seen a massive V-shaped recovery. We are 2x from the very lows that we've seen last month. So in my opinion, it's just a no-brainer of a play, especially if the ecosystem really picks up, and it could also skyrocket due to the gaming phase if this really initiates the gaming cycle. So a lot of things to be excited about. So obviously don't take anything that I've said as financial advice, be your own judge. I'm just a messenger right here, but I can tell you that there's a lot of things to be excited about, so make sure to research this project more. I thank you so much for watching this video, and also consider joining my private group. All these things that I offer, not just my trading signal, but also access to private sales. There's one ongoing as we speak, so by the time you're watching this video, it's going to be already live, so you're still in time. You have just a couple of days to participate. And I've also finished my 3-in-1 course bundle. You can see all the course content right here on my website, and this is not purchasable separately, but it's included in the price of your lifetime membership. This is why the lifetime membership is the best value for money that I can offer right now. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey, and until then, take care for now.